Welcome back to a new video. So in this workout, it is the first one of the deload week. In the AI app, it doesn't directly tell you that it is a deload week, but you can pretty easily figure that out by the percentages that it gives you and the fact that it doesn't increase any of the weights if you give it white lights. On this workout, it was sets of 4 in the snatch after I did my muscle snatch warm-up, and it was not very fun. They were all at 85 kilos, and they weren't... It was like difficult, but not difficult. Like it was difficult because it was sets of 4, but it wasn't too bad because the weight wasn't that heavy. And I also just wasn't really particularly motivated to do sets of 4, as probably most people wouldn't be. And so there was that, in a sense, a struggle as well. But I kind of struggle on deload weeks anytime I've been given them in the app, because it's not necessarily that I don't think that they're good to do at any point. I just find it hard to be motivated when you know there's no chance of a weight increasing. And I could just manually increase weight myself, but I think that, having a week that's lighter in intensity is probably good for me, because I very rarely do that when I train on my own. But the sets of 4, I was able to get all those, so 12 total reps of the snatch. I then had power clean, pause above the knee, plus pause jerk, and they were all at 101. It was just 4 singles at those. So I kept those all the same from what the app had. I then, made an adjustment to the back squats and the snatch pulls. Originally they were supposed to be bottom up back squats, which I don't really have the easiest setup to do at the house, and I don't really want to do them. Plus they were like sets of 4, which didn't sound very fun. So I decided to make it challenging in a different way. So I took the same weight that I was programmed for the bottom up squats, which was 130 kilos, so pretty lightweight, even for that movement, because I was doing 165 for doubles the other week. And I decided to just obviously do regular back squats, as you'll see, but then just did one set of 10. So the set of 10 was just kind of to challenge myself in like a high rep set, but I knew I didn't want to do multiple sets. Part of me was like, I should do, a set of 20, but once I did 10, then that was good enough, and 130 was a decent enough weight to challenge myself with the high repetitions with. And it kind of took care of not doing sets of 4, because I think it was like 4 sets of 4, and that just sounded like not very fun. Especially it would have been, when I switched to back squats, like 155, but I just didn't want to do, it's a deload week, and I feel like doing sets of 4, even at 155 for the back squat, would have been not the idea of a deload week. So I wanted to keep it closer to the intensity that the bottom up squats had. But the set of 10 wasn't pretty difficult, more difficult from the recoverability, like the cardiovascular aspect of it, so not too bad. And then switched to snatch pulls to snatch RDLs and just did a set of 10 at 100. They were originally going to be 115, but I dropped it down to 100 because I was going to do the set of 10 with the RDLs or whatever, the snatch RDLs. Within the app, there's no specific RDL for snatch grip or for clean grip RDLs, so if I do them, I just put them in as like a snatch pull, since the weights are almost always the same, or in this case a little bit less. But overall, I'm happy I was able to get this session done. The next day, Monday, I actually took a day off because I was just really unmotivated again. I didn't have any particular reason not to train, but I just kept procrastinating it, and it was like 8 o'clock at night when I was considering getting started, and it was getting pretty cold, and I was just like, everything was working against me, and I was like, well, I haven't taken a week or a day off in a couple weeks, so I think this seems like the good day to do it. So Monday I didn't train at all, but Tuesday will be the next training session that you'll see, and then everything else will be lined up probably normally to the days of the week. So right now in the app I have it as like my quote-unquote Big Friday day is technically Saturday. I have been starting the weeks early on Sundays, so most of the time it will be on Friday, but this week will be on Saturday. But it really depends on, I might honestly take a light day on Sunday, depending on how well I lift on Saturday, because I assume next week the intensity will jump back up quite a bit, so I probably won't want to necessarily start that on Sunday, so it might just be an extra training day on that day, which I kind of enjoy. But it kind of was something like the feeling I had on Monday was something I was kind of expecting, based on the fact that the last couple days were more mentally difficult than physically difficult, and I kind of realized that I'm probably just getting a little too, the fatigue overall is just kind of building up a little bit too much. So I just had to dissipate that a little bit, and I will say I'm certainly glad I did do that. I did procrastinate a lot the next day after that to lift, but I still got through all the lifts, and that's a big yawn for me. But I think that's really about it. These are just RDLs, the snatch grip RDLs. Nothing really too difficult with those. I was trying to experiment going all the way down and going mostly all the way down and tapping and all of that, but the weight's so light it doesn't really particularly matter. And all I really think about this is just pushing my hips back, essentially just doing a really bad squat, which usually has the same good cues for an RDL. But yeah, that's about it for this one. So a pretty simple session. This week's going to have some boring workouts until the max out day at the end of the week. Hopefully that will have some good lifts, but you never know, because I probably won't be too physically prepared for it with all the lighter lifts that I have during the week. But that's it for this one. Talk to you on the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.